comedy slam out right now. I got a new film coming, a new comedy coming out called OU Jonah, and I'm reaching back to the kids like right now. Seriously, me and my partners, Nicole and Yasmin of the Hustlers Guild. We started when during this pandemic a hustler hangout where we was educating kids and doing virtual learning sessions with kids, and we brought celebs in like Snoop and Anthony Anderson, Ricky Smiley, Just Hilarious, and Malik from Eat Clothing to talk to kids and educate them on different things like being able to be leadership. They had one session on leadership. And it just like it really came off good. It really was like super hot. And now we're working with kids August 17th through 19th with the Don't Shoot Guns, Shoot Cameras program in DC because there's so much gun violence in the city with these youngins. We're trying to grab them up and put our arms around our communities and showing them other ways that they don't have to go to the violence. They can find things that can take over their minds and space, because that's what it is. It's lack of people caring about them and giving them other opportunities. So they fall into, certain devices. And once they get into that, it's hard to get them back. You feel me? So, we're going to shoot a movie with the kids for those 3 days, and we're going to allow them to shoot the movie, So we're going to teach them about writing and how important writing is in society. Because, I always say people told me I couldn't write, and I end up being one of the best writers in Hollywood. So, and I stamped that and I put my hat on that, just me being able to write, where people said you couldn't write. So I'm showing people like kids how to structure scripts and develop stories and shoot the stories and edit the stories and something that they can use in the future. So, that's what I'm focused on right now. And I'm gonna get movies and all of that always come, but you never get these opportunities to help people like I'm getting right now.
That's powerful, man, to give that opportunity that weren't available to us. We try to do the same thing in our local community and things like that. Talk about support system and how important it is to support not only locally but on an entertainment perspective. What am I trying to say? Promoting and supporting Black media and things like that, and how important that is.
Oh man, we got to. We got to support Black media. That used to be the way we got our information out, the only way. So we know we got to continue to support one another from podcasts like yourself to I got a new podcast coming out that I'm excited about called Red Grant Humanitics Radio. And me being a humanitarian and getting into politics, I wanted to mesh the two up with a little humor. And it drops next week, my first show. And so I want y'all to tune into that too, Humanitics Radio.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be dope, real super dope. I got my homegirl Mocha and my homie Stoney. He crazy. I call him a Black Republican for real. But you wouldn't even think he was a Republican because this how he looked. But you can't judge people by their cover. And Charlie Baltimore's daughter, she gonna be our DJ. She's cold with it. And we just we keeping it pushing over here. Just trying to be a big part of the Black media also. And hopefully we can cross promote one another on these situations.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Could you talk a little bit more about you running for the mayor of DC?
Well, I'm aspiring to run for mayor.
All right.
I got let me make that statement. I'm aspiring to,
Okay.
that's my aspiration. It's a lot of things that come with doing that. It's a lot of steps that come with that. Right now, I just want to focus on community outreach right now to, let the community know how much that I'm back in the community. And you know, that in itself, you know, a lot of people say, why would you want to get in politics right now, Reggie? You know, you're a comedian, you know, you're successful, you know. I just feel like, you know, we all can do more. I feel like, you know, we all can, if we get in certain positions, we can help a little more. And I feel like that's my city. I love that city. You know, uh, the people in the city love me. I feel like, you know, I want to motivate people to vote. I want to motivate people to go outside of their comfort zone. I want to motivate people to come together. Just period. Like of all races, of all creeds and religions, and I want people. I want to be that spark, you know, that makes people open their eyes so we can unite everyone. And I know um, the city that I come from, we can be a spawning example for the world to show love to one another and to get our cities back together. And you know what better place in the city I come from, which they feel like is the most political. Well, it is the most political city in the world for myself as entertainer. You know, such as people like uh, Bono and Schwarzenegger, and there's a lot of other people who've been in this entertainment business that you know gave up their careers to seek politics.
Yeah, hell, I think Kane. Remember the Kane wrestler Kane? I think he the governor of Maryland, Kentucky or some shit now.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he ain't playing. So, how did gentrification affect your neighborhood, if any?
Well, it's affecting us now. Gentrification is affecting every city in America,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to really take a look at gentrification and you know why it's happening, what it's doing, and why we need to have more people understanding that affordable housing is not affordable no more,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in my city, my neighborhood, and you what do the people go that you push out? Where do they go
Mm-hmm.
when they can't afford to live anymore? I know the answer. The answer is either they go way out to places that they don't want to live, or they become homeless.
Mm-hmm.
And our homeless population is growing like crazy every day. And DC is a city that has always represented a certain culture, and that's why like Don't Mute DC movement is so huge. Don't Mute Go Go. That's so huge because it's almost like going into New Orleans and say that y'all can't do bounce music no more, or, don't have no Mardi Gras, and you don't take away the culture of the city through your gentrification. Give opportunities for individuals who live in these communities, who've been living in these communities for century after century. Not century, but they just like year after year and family tree after family tree. They just now you're kicking them out. So it's affecting it, but that's what I'm fighting for. Like people not having to deal with it on a level where they can't afford to actually live.
Right.
You always want to make cultures come together. You just want to make it fair for cultures to come together, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.